Hey, good morning to everybody. Colin Quinn in studio. This is the Opie and Anthony show. How are you, Colin?
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me in.
I hear you're playing Governors out there on Long Island
Next weekend, me and Tim Gage, my cousin.
Oh, when?
The guy got beat up by Anthony's redneck brother back in the childhood days in Ronkonkoma.
Anthony's brother used to beat Tim up.
Yeah, he used to beat him up. He said he was like a biker and stuff, which Anthony denies today.
I don't know. He probably asked for it. Was he drunk?
No, he didn't.
No? I don't know. Either my brother or he was. Someone had to be drunk if you're in Ronkonkoma.
I don't think Joe was ever a biker, right? Did he have the biker mentality at least?
Yeah. Joe had motorcycles and stuff.
He did, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Sure.
true. That's when you guys in a biker gang when he goes, he had motorcycles and stuff.
And stuff.
Yeah. And stuff.
He enjoyed the lifestyle. It's a riding club.
Riding club.
Hey, before we really get into it with Colin Quinn, I got to play some primetime gossip with Sam Roberts, because it might lead to an update today. That's what we're hoping for, okay? All right.
We're back with more primetime gossip. Just when you thought the Anthony Express had come to a halt, not so fast. We found out that the relationship became complicated recently when Joe found a friend of Anthony's who was hanging out in his closet. But before the two could call it quits, Anthony has one more assignment that he needs to complete.
What we learned was that a couple things left Anthony's house that shouldn't have left the house after the breakup.
Yeah.
And for Anthony to get these items back that he really wants back,
I must exchange goods and services.
right, you have to pick up $500 worth of dry cleaning or
Yes.
something like that.
Worth of dry cleaning.
And buy a new camera.
And a new digital camera.
That's right, dry cleaning and electronics. I'm sure that's a piece of cake for such a fancy radio millionaire.
And everyone's wondering, how did it go, Anthony?
Well, it went very smoothly. I had no problems whatsoever. There wasn't any arguments.
Very good.
Because I didn't go.
Looks like the trip was just too much for Mr. Anthony to make. Luckily, he was able to acquire the services of his manservant Keith, and after nearly a week, gave an update on the property exchange situation.
Is it over? Did the hostage exchange take place?
Well, Keith was over the house yesterday supervising some construction.
Okay.
And he reminded me of the situation. I got some cash, and apparently Keith is going to take care of the exchange.
Gonna. That's right, the exchange still has not taken place. And why? Is Anthony still hanging on to those shiny memories of the days of Antholini? Or is he just lazy? We can't be sure, but in the meantime, Anthony is building a secret extension onto his magical castle for his mystery guest.
Building a hidden closet, a hatch, a false wall in the back of the closet that can be opened up with a press of a button.
Maybe he really is just lazy. But looking into the future, Ant, maybe don't give the next one your house key and alarm codes. Keep it locked as PTG will be back with all the latest breaking news in and around the Opie and Anthony universe.
And there you go. That's how we left it yesterday.
Yeah.
And now Everett's still on hold. Well, let's let Everett ask the question. Everett in Canada, how are you?
Great. How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Good, eh?
I just want to say, you guys, you make me laugh all the time. I love your channel, and it sucks on the weekend when we get preempted because I haven't listened to any music on this XM since I got a year and a half ago.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to be on. Me and Danny was supposed to do a secret show, and
I heard the last one. It was great.
of course it was.
But actually, I was just wondering if it went down and if Keith ended up having to draw a gun over the door.
Even Canada's
as a
involved.
family, all the Italians are throwing spaghetti out the friggin' window and shit.
Look at you cursing.
Yeah. Well,
It's not till 9.
Great morning show, yeah.
all right.
So it's 4 o'clock in the morning here, so...
All right. All right. Thank you, Everett. Well,
Silly Canadians.
Anthony, did
Yes.
it or did it not go down yesterday?
Wow, this just in.
This just in on the iPhone.
FYI.
FYI, good.
And this is from Keith.
Okay.
The exchange goes down today at about 5 p.m. I'll see you later.
It was supposed to happen yesterday.
Yes, it was very busy yesterday.
Yeah.
I guess Keith is a busy man.
Yeah.
You know,
But Keith is a go-getter, so why is he stalling?
He's not stalling.
He should have had this done already.
Keith is very busy. He's got a job. He's got, he's my pretty much my personal assistant. Takes care of all my business dealings around the house.
Yeah.
Has to remind me to take the garbage and recycling out.
And he's not a cop anymore?
Of course he is.
Maybe you shouldn't be bringing this up on the air. It's probably not good for you. I don't know.
I don't think cops are supposed to have side projects.
No, he just
mentioned ones.
Yeah.
Keith has been a good friend of mine for many years, so it's it's a friend thing.
Every cop out there has a side project. They just don't talk about it, especially on national radio shows.
It's not like he's doing anything illicit.
Radios that all the cops listen to.
Right.
No, nothing illegal or going on. He just takes care of stuff. He knows a lot of people that I need to do business with.
You don't want to mess with that 3/4. They don't like that one bit.
Oh.
I'll have no fury like a cop who gets his 3/4 mentioned.
3/4 pension. Yeah.
Anthony, now this whole relationship you had with Jill was very public, and it was on the radio.
Yes, Opie, it was. It made a lot of the tabloids, the newspapers, the gossip columns.
David Hinckley.
You're right. David Hinckley yesterday had
that go-getter David Hinckley. He got the scoop.
Had a report.
He said a major radio program.
Yeah, you saw that?
He didn't even say the Opie and Anthony show.
I think he doesn't like us. That's fine.
Anthony.
Because we don't like you. We don't think you do a good job with your dumb radio column.
There's such a misconception here. I wasn't stashing a girl in a closet. She went in the closet of her own accord because that's where the clothes were.
It's like Boeing. That play.
Boeing.
They had that play. It was based on a 60s like drawing room comedy. Oh, just go here. No, not under the bed. And there's a girl under there. One goes behind the drapes.
One of those old wacky, like it's a mad world kind of. Yeah. Wasn't Jerry Lewis in that or something?
All those guys were.
Sure. But I think because this was such a public relationship that maybe the hostage exchange should happen live on our show.
I can't see that happening, really, to tell you the truth, quite frankly.
Why not?
Well, I think there's
because you would be uncomfortable.
I wouldn't say. I think everybody would be uncomfortable.
I think everybody would be very. I love being uncomfortable.
Everybody except you would be happy about the uncomfortability.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's you can't. There might not be enough good humor left for a meeting like that to take place and come off as friendly or anything.
Not everything we do has to be about humor, my friend. I say at least
she wouldn't go for that though.
She probably would. Why don't you text her and see if she's
no?
And see
you're insane.
Want me to text her for you?
I'd sooner have
he's right.
Other people come here. Let me see if I can put some perspective on it.
Okay.
There's probably 2 or 3 people I could name that I would like to bring in here and maybe have you have a discussion with.
Whoa! No! Actually, I would do that in a second. No problem.
Yeah?
No effing problem.
I love the fact that nobody even mentions that to Norton because you know he would have no problem with it.
Yeah.
You could bring any skeleton in his closet and go, yeah, bring him on.
Oh, Norton does.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the fact you said bring him on.
Bring him on. Yeah.
I said, bring him on.
No, it's more accurate the way Jimmy said it, I think.
Let's say hi to Brian in Philly. The first place Phillies.
Yes.
Hi, Brian.
Yes. Sorry about that.
Brian. Yes.
Yo, Ant, when you do this hostage exchange, is he going to relinquish your manhood?
Why? What are you talking about, sir?
I just wanted to know. I mean, you sound like a better person without her. That's all I got to say.
Really?
Yeah, you're a better man without her.
You trying to say you don't like the naked fear Anthony's been displaying since the breakup?
I'll let you go, boys.
Anthony's he went the other way. A lot of confidence and
yeah, but there's still a little
him.
part of him that's very rightly so, very hesitant.
Well, yeah, I am kind of hesitant. I don't like the woman scorned thing is kind of.
Yeah, you're damn right.
That's one of these shaky situations.
You got to go home. She'll kill him. But
You got to go home.
She'll kill him, but she won't. She won't let him go.
Yeah.
We are not animal. It's one of those situations where I don't want to push things. That's why a lot of people are like, what the hell are you doing? You don't have to get it's your stuff. You don't have to get the dry cleaning and the camera and stuff like that. It's like, look.
Yes, you do.
I know if I walked in on that, if the situation was reversed, I sure as hell wouldn't be getting the dry cleaning on the camera.
Sure.
But it's a situation,
You're a cuckold. You'd probably service the bull.
The bull. I love how it's a bull.
Service the ball.
Get a cream puff. What do they call them?
Cream pie.
Cream pie?
You'd make sure that everything was prepared for the bull properly.
Oh, my God.
Get me ready. Get me ready.
Oh, God.
Get him ready.
I am the furthest thing from a cuckold.
Looks like someone was surfing the net last night.
No, I was actually pretty good last night. A little bit of IM chat.
God.
Nice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, got a massage that ended with nothing. It was awful.
Really?
Ugh,
Not even a blub.
nothing.
Blub.
I don't do that. Tee-hee.
Not a glub.
Glub.
It's the fun of a massage if no one's humiliated at the end of it. I like that small talk you have to make at the end, like we didn't just engage in prostitution.
Hey, we should get Sam in here because are you following this David Blaine thing there, Colin?
Oh, yes, he's in the park. I can almost see his place from my house.
Really?
Oh,
are you
exciting.
a fan or not of this dope?
Well, I mean,
This hack.
I don't understand what it is he's trying to do exactly. I never do. It's always like he's always suspended on something. Then they're like, and then after that, this. And I'm like, well, what does that mean?
Yeah. Well, every stunt is, why is he allowed to do this? Because there's nothing to it.
Yeah, he gets these permits, I guess, from the city.
Like, didn't he stand on a platform that was, 50, 60, 70 feet up in the air?
Stood there.
What's that about?
He's standing on a platform. Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait,
Thrilling.
A bodyguard just ordered. I think Charles Taylor is coming in today.
Patrice has made his way into the studio. Patrice, you want to join the discussion? You want to hang out?
Patrice O'Neill.
You want to just hang over there for a minute or two?
He's reading Feds. He's reading Feds magazine.
I think Patrice is getting
What an intellectual.
I think he's getting his thoughts together because I'm sure you're going to have some questions for Anthony.
This is the sharpest dressed guy now these days. What happened to the jerseys and the crap? You look like a gentleman. You're a gentleman.
He does not look like a 60s numbers runner.
Yeah, he's got like the family crest up on his
He is a real
over his heart there on his jacket.
He made a decision with his
That
life.
is good.
He
But it's that
decided to
typical-
change his whole look.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. It's that
I
look
like
of like,
this.
yo,
This material.
this is how we do it. What a gentleman.
Right.
I think
It's like the material.
Wait, get on Mike, Patrice.
That jacket looks like the rug that young Clemenza and Vito Corleone took out of that guy's house.
What's up, Patrice? Good
morning, fellas. How are you?
I think he's Anthony. I think he turned the corner the day he came in here with the Pink Panther T-shirt.
Yeah,
that might have done it. I think that was the last day of the old Patrice and the first day of the new
You wore a
Patrice.
Pink Panther T-shirt.
Oh,
It was
and it had sparkles on it.
Giant white
I tell you what it is. I
T-shirt with
realized,
a Pink Panther on it with sparkles. Yes.
He probably that was probably the old Jill Nicolini wardrobe, it sounds like.
I realized I was irrelevant.
Oh, really?
In
Yeah.
terms of youngness.
You
I'm
now
trying to catch up to the fact that I'm no longer a actual relevant person in terms of young people.
Oh, damn.
Some of us should figure that out.
I see you. You probably walk down the street and people probably look at you with this. I don't know, with like a look of, hey, look at this guy.
They still see me
Class
as
act
just a
walking
big
down the
black
street.
guy. They see
Really?
me the same way.
Just gonna go to the other side of the street.
Yeah, I'm just the
lock
leader.
the doors.
I'm just the leader of the guys with the football jerseys now. They don't. I'm still a drug dealer.
You
or
come by
something
every
dealer.
so often and collect the money the kids at the candy have. All right, give me that. Give me that. Selling the M&Ms.
I'm still something foul, not a businessman. Colin dresses like he just crawled out of the hamper, and he gets more respect.
I like to think that Patrice is a candy czar. That would be hilarious.
Candy czar.
just shaking down the kids for his.
Why do y'all know about that? That is so awful.
Why? Who do you think they bother with that crap?
Yeah.
Whitey.
For our gymnasts.
We need it for our
We need it for our gymnast school.
Really?
What
Whitey.
black gymnasts?
Yeah,
Whitey.
what are you talking about?
It's May or June, and they're collecting money for a basketball trip. We're white, but we're not
Can
stupid.
I say hi to everybody?
Yeah,
'Cause I haven't seen you guys, and I haven't seen Colin in years.
And
Wow.
Years.
Long time.
Hello, Colin. How are you, man?
He won't even look at you. Is there a problem?
Why would I
didn't invite him to this party.
This phony bastard. Let me explain something to you.
First of all, Howard Hughes, stop trying to be mysterious
He's
with
trying to
even your
act like-
friends.
How dare you not invite me to your corny barbecue, which I would never go to anyway. They're cheap, behind the counter meat.
It's because you always have
Jersey
something.
City ghetto.
The last party we went to,
sausage.
I heard he went to the Himalayas, or he's always trying to do something Aztec-y. Stop trying to find yourself, stupid.
Wait, you went to
and
the
talk
Himalayas?
to your friends.
He's lying.
Some fat farm. He's always doing
I
something.
went to a health place for 2 weeks. I was a little under the weather.
Shut up, stupid. Stop trying to say you got cancer so we don't jump on you. Trying to save his hair from falling out. Stop. We're your friends. Call us and we'll help you through, you chalky
Shut
dead
up.
man.
I called you 3 times. I swear
You
to
call
God.
me never.
I called him 3 times. Every time he goes like this, I got to get your number of somebody. Like I care. You think I'm one of your acolytes? I don't care. If the next time I see you, I want to cut your hands off and
I
sell them
heard
to an
this is,
African
you know,
village.
this is- we had a conversation. I heard Colin. It was almost like we were crime figures. I heard that there was a disrespectful move made towards Colin Quinn. I didn't invite him to the. But there's some people who are invited unsaid. Colin's one. There's some people that would need to be invited.
What a phony.
But he's one of these guys that just hides in his clamshell and just pops up to be mysterious every 5 seconds, and then he just disappears again.
But Patrice,
Why should I mess with my self-esteem and invite this old man?
Your
and he won't come?
self-esteem.
wait, where was my invite? Wait,
Exactly.
the last time you had a barbecue,
Exactly.
this whole discussion went down. I go, will you invite me to the next barbecue? Because you said, if I invite you guys, I know you're not going to show. And I said, I would absolutely show.
Now here comes another lie.
I would show up to your barbecue.
Let him
and you
lie
invited
again.
I want to invite him next. I'll invite you next
invited
time.
Jimmy.
Well,
And Jimmy showed up. I want to go to your barbecue.
There's the excuse I have. You know, you have an excuse for something. It makes sense to you. Doesn't make sense to the world.
Right.
And I'm not even going to try. I'll dig myself deeper.
You shouldn't try because you're in the wrong.
I didn't physically invite this jack.
So I was supposed to take you. I was supposed
Wait a minute. Let me tell you how
The night
delusional he
before
is.
you're right.
Wait a minute. Let me tell you how
Why'd you go
delusional
attack
he
a
is.
safari?
It was a party. This is we over Nick's. Nick's had a barbecue. Nick DePaulo had a barbecue.
I wasn't
He
invited, I
invited
wouldn't
you.
know.
You were invited. That's where you went to some other retreat to find yourself again. Stop. First of all, finding yourself. Call your friends and we'll find you for you. Stop.
Oh, my God.
Secondly, you know what he did? He
You're not
got
my
mad.
friend.
Here's what he did. He got mad.
You're not my friend.
He got mad that I was headed to Nick's house. Listen to this delusional fool.
Me?
That I was headed to Nick's house and didn't call him to ride with me. Who does that?
This is
who
really
calls
a
to
bad
make
story.
sure someone needs a ride.
The story's like a year and a half old, but it's
well,
ridiculous. It's totally warped. You know what?
You were angry that you didn't.
All right.
I didn't tell you that I'm riding up to the
Give
cookout.
Colin a chance. What do you have to say for yourself, Colin?
Nothing. Like I said, I forgive you. You're not my friend.
Listen to him. He forgives
Mind your
me.
business. And, what can I tell you?
He forgives me. For what?
You called me up and begged forgiveness. That's the only reason I said I forgive you.
Exactly. And no one in America believes that. Listening right now.
What? You called me up and begged forgiveness.
I said, Colin, listen.
I was in North Carolina.
I said, Colin, I feel bad for you, and I'll invite you to any.
I feel bad for you.
I'll invite you to breakfast I'm having by myself from now on.
You really
can come.
are a gutless fool. Your people have really pushed it this time. Their level of disloyalty to the white man who's done everything for you. I hope your boy wins, and then we can watch you crumble, because he'll last about a year before he gets lazy and bored and stops showing up.
Good.
I'm talking about Barack.
I know who you are.
Who else is running?
I pray he's the president white people are scared he's going to be.
Oh.
Nobody's scared. I love the paper, by the way. They go, hey, 50% of white people won't vote for him because he's black. What about the 96% of black people?
96% of black people are voting for
I knew I had
him.
Anthony on my side. For
Just because he's black.
I don't believe that.
Oh, please. Believe that.
I absolutely don't.
Believe that.
I wish that was true, because it should be.
No, it is.
Yao Ming makes it to the All-Star game every year, and he's a bum.
Yo,
He's voted in by Chinese.
what about Yao Ming?
Why can't he get voted in by black people? Should vote for the black president.
Yo, what about
Wouldn't
Yao
you?
Ming? Yo. Why did you
What are
quit
you
cutting
doing?
off? Why did you quit attacking the one kind of food that you eat daily for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Nothing.
First of all, why are you Robert Downey Jr. from Tropic Thunder?
What the hell does that mean?
Oh, Jesus. I told you he sleeps in a coffin. He doesn't even know what that movie is. Why are you talking to him?
We love that Tropic Thunder,
He's
right?
6 years behind.
That Tropic Thunder was a blast. It was just me, Patrice, and Bob Kelly in a freaking
That was a good time.
theater watching Tropic
Where were you,
Thunder.
Colin? How come did you
But
get
that's what
invited?
I mean. The one movie that Patrice has seen in the past 5 years, and he's going to reference it like everybody had to see it. Hey, Tropic Thunder, he sleeps in a coffin. He doesn't know that mediocre summer marginal hit.
So, Colin, what was the last movie you saw?
In the theater.
Strange
In the
Days.
theater.
Strange Days with Angela Bassett.
What the hell? What a night.
Vanilla Sky. Go ahead. Tell us
I
about
can't
that.
remember. It was
what
a few
happened at
weeks
the
ago. I
end?
can't remember.
A few weeks ago.
Oh, I know what it was. That bunny.
House Bunny.
House Bunny.
House Bunny.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't
Anna
even...
Faris. Listen to him.
House Bunny.
Okay.
House Bunny.
You wouldn't see the Batman movie, but you saw that?
Yeah, why would you?
I was with somebody who wanted to go see it.
Oh, a young lady?
Special young lady, Rupert? I'd like to meet her.
Oh, yeah.
It was the perfect example. The perfect people to go see it. A 14-year-old girl. No.
Hey, we could have double dated.
Oh.
Cut a hole in the bottom of the popcorn box.
Yeah.
All right, we got Patrice O'Neill. This is what we got to do. We got to take a break, and I'm sure you might have a few questions for Anthony because you were there in the beginning.
This is very interesting.
Isn't it?
All right, save your thoughts, though. Get them together. Right after the break, we'll get into this, okay? Mm-hmm. Patrice O'Neill, Colin Quinn, governors next weekend.
Yeah.
Let's get some people out to Long Island to see Colin. And his buddy that was beaten up
My
back
cousin
in the day.
was beat up by Anthony's brother.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Small
I
world.
mean, more than once he used to beat him up.
That's pretty cool.
Your brother was a damn thug.
A bully.
Yeah.
Let's get
Yeah.
the Kumias there then next week.
Yeah.
Put the Kumias in the front row. How funny would
He could
that
just
be?
go up and punch him in the face.
Opie
We'll
and
see what
Anthony.
happens this time.
All right. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. Colin Quinn in studio. Just called us up, said, hey, I want to come in. I think I'm the only one that doesn't do a Colin Quinn impression.
Good. I don't like the fact that everybody's stealing Jay Moore's perfect.
It is Jay Moore.
Jay Moore does it perfectly.
He really does. He's got the material and everything.
We still have that disc. Jay Moore doing Colin Quinn. We should just play a little bit of that today because it's unbelievable how well he does it. Jay's
But now other people are pretending they're doing me, but they're doing
right.
Jay
They're
Moore.
doing Jay's. Well, that's what they did with his walk-in too. Everyone's doing Jay Moore's walk-in when they try to do Christopher Walken, right? And Jay Moore's calling the show in about a half hour to promote his CBS show, Unmarried Gary or Gary Unmarried, something like that, right?
Yeah,
8:30 tonight. I do believe we want all the listeners to take a peek at that. Patrice O'Neill in studio as well, and we've been waiting for this day, Patrice.
Can I promote something real quick?
Sure.
Actually, be at Vinny's Club this weekend, Stress Factory.
Oh, Stress Factory.
Yeah, tomorrow, Thursday, 25th, 26th, 27th.
Nice.
The lovely Stress Factory.
You don't have to promote.
He already,
I think it's going to sell out, my friend.
I hope so.
We've been getting the word out for everything.
Thank you, beautiful.
But we'll see.
Now, Patrice has done many shows on Saturday Night Virus and stuff. He's done relationship shows in his inimitable style. It's not just some guy getting on there and hearing the same crap you hear over and over again. Patrice has a very unique outlook on relationships
Based on happiness.
and
That's
people.
it.
Right, based on your own happiness.
Based on happiness.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And people call in, and you are like, people, they take your advice.
I'm very serious, and I try to walk people through. I try to walk Jim through his problems.
yeah.
Anthony, it's brilliant.
He's very wise.
His advice
I've
is
talked to the lovely
brilliant.
Colin about his problems once or twice in his life.
Stop lying.
Colin doesn't.
Stop lying.
There's a problem in the studio. We'll get to it later because Colin won't even look at you.
He'll be all right.
He
He'll
won't
be
even
all right.
look at you.
We're two alpha guys, and I love Colin.
Yeah.
I submit to Colin because I love him.
He's like he's on a Palm Pilot now.
He can be.
What
on
are
it.
you-
He should. He's
Is that a
protecting
Palm
somebody.
Pilot?
No, it's an iPhone.
An iPhone.
With
It looked like a Palm
You got any
Pilot from
cool
my angle.
apps? Did you download any cool apps, Colin?
How about the barbecue app? Did you
Yeah,
download that?
being disinterested.
Oh. All right, but let's get into this. Patrice,
I'll text you my marinate recipe for chicken, stupid. Go ahead.
Patrice, you were there in the beginning when the whole Anthony and Jill thing went
Absolutely
down.
condone it.
Well, no. Let's go back a little further because Patrice is there when my initial relationship broke up that I was in for 8 years.
Yeah.
And Patrice then started. Oh, Colin's playing some music.
Sorry. I wasn't trying to, but go ahead.
He doesn't know.
Older man doesn't know what buttons it is.
What button is this?
He's just trying to figure out his iPhone. He's just trying to figure it out. I just want to take a phone call.
Just let early 90s Bruce Willis head sit there and figure it out.
The sad thing is, I actually consider that a compliment. I was like, hey, that's not bad.
People found him handsome. Yeah, Patrice is there right from the start, and then kind of, giving advice
The start of
on where it
the
should go.
destruction of the other relationship.
Right.
Which I condone completely.
That was just done.
Yes.
That was done. And then all of a sudden, all right, now I got some free time on my hands. I'm looking. I want to scope out the scene and find some female companionship. And Patrice steps in and start. You actually was saying there's a certain type of girl that I should be looking for.
Absolutely, and you've done that.
Instead of what I was kind of looking at.
Which was the king of a disgusting kingdom, which was Pal Talk. These lowlives, nobody, greasy nothings that have nothing to do but their bottom feeders. I mean, no offense.
No offense. I'm sure none taken.
No offense, but I'm saying in terms of not everybody on Pal Talk. I'm saying in terms of your access. You were a bigger man than you thought you were. And the young lady gave you a bit of Let me tell you,
Jill.
Yes. Ultimately,
He doesn't call her a young lady, though.
I go,
In his world,
Jesus.
she's not a young lady.
I never said anything about that.
well, no.
In his world, she's grandmama.
Hey, man, I'm told you. Me and my girl had a big argument because she listens to the show every day. Anytime she keeps me, she is like the TMZ of this show.
Because she, like a lot of women that are with African American men, gets up early for work while he lies in bed.
Wow.
What's wrong with that?
I like it. There's nothing wrong with that, Colin.
I could
I'm
just see her getting up, getting dressed every day. The ironing board out in the bedroom. He's lying there sleeping.
Well, he's the candy czar.
Well,
the
I'm a-
candy czar doesn't have to get up early.
And I'm a comic.
He collects at night.
Shut up, stupid.
All right, go ahead.
Take your lumps and move on. Silly.
Yeah.
Does she like
I'm not
the
just
show?
here to play possum.
Does she like the show?
Yeah.
You shocked that I like to add 2 cents, stupid? Maybe you forgot about me.
You just relax.
Forgot about Dre.
Why don't you go check your prostate or something, Colin? There's something going on.
Oh, Jesus. Don't give me jokes from Don Rickles. Check your prostate.
Do you feel how mad he is? He's
Yeah.
really hurt.
Yeah.
I'm inviting him to the next one. I swear to God.
I'm kind of hurt, too, because I told you last time. I'm like, just invite me.
You're not really hurt, but I'm going to invite you.
No, I really am.
You're
I
invited.
wanna-
But you got an open invitation. You don't have open invitation, Colin. I'm going to invite you.
The problem with an
not-
open invite, you got to find out that this event's going down from somebody. I didn't know you were
First
having
of
a
all, I'm not hurt. I'm angry.
Shut up, stupid. You're hurt. What is anger? Well, stop trying to be magical with your words. Anger is hurt, stupid.
No, it's not. Fake psychology from 1972.
I don't love you.
Anger is
I don't
hurt,
love you.
turn-
I just care about you a lot. Shut up.
Anger
dum-dum.
is hurt turned inward.
Oh,
Shut up. you
Exactly.
phony.
Stop. And listen, we all know you go to a therapist. Stop.
What?
Stop. Do you feel it? You feel it. He's really hurt. I'll invite you next time.
No, I'm not hurt.
I'll invite you
fuming.
next time.
Fuming.
But there's a white guy limit at my house.
I just realized I got to send out more invites to my wedding.
Exactly.
No, but that's
I'm
not like
gonna be
that. Here's not like about Opie. No, Opie said to me last time, he goes, I'd invite you if you'd come. You didn't even say, you're a phony. Just go on with
do you
Anthony's
see
analysis.
what you just said?
Go on
Hey,
with your pimp chronicles.
Opie,
go on with your pimp chronicles.
Do you see what you just said?
Fat
right?
Williams. Go on with your pimp
Did you
chronicles.
just say Fat Williams?
Yeah.
So
And did you just say?
You need to get up and beg to come here a lot
Did
more
you say,
mornings so you can catch up to life.
You know what? Colin's been hot on our show, man, lately.
Yeah, why don't you wake up once in a while and say, ask your girlfriend? I've been on a lot lately.
Yeah,
She
hasn't
listens
talked
every
about
day.
you, though.
Colin's back, man.
She hasn't
to
really talked about your appearances.
We don't want to lose Colin again. Just chill, man.
Me chill?
Yeah,
She's over there.
He's becoming a regular.
She's over there
again.
taking
Chill.
his stockings
It's
off the
like-
shower curtain while he's snoozing away.
It's like once the faithful, you get a faithful cracker to come in, old faithful Negroes move to the side. Leave Colin alone. He's called me Fat Williams, and you're accepting that?
Well,
Go on with the story. Tell him about.
There is no
right.
story.
All right,
Just,
let's
just
leave
shut up
Colin
and finish
alone.
looking at your phone.
now go back to Anthony because this is big.
So yeah,
waiting for this day
that was
here.
done with. You said, go out with Jill, and then you said your girlfriend and you got in a little bit of a.
Talking about what she said she heard about the situation, and the youngness. But my thing, first thing I said to her was, your problem is you give out titles way too quickly. It took my girl 4 years to get a key to the house. You give a key right away. Like you're as you say that.
I got like a gumball machine in the
titles, man.
foyer that you turn it and the key comes out.
And you've never done what's the coming to America? You've never soiled your royal oats. You've never womanized ever in your life. I keep telling y'all that is a part of our existence. You have to objectify women. You can't keep thinking you love them until you do. You didn't love Jill right away. She was an object. There you go. But here's the good thing about what I heard happen.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
No, I want to hear the good thing.
The good thing is this: no one treats her like that, especially in her mind, a nothing like you. And then I'm not saying that you're nothing. In her mind, she looks at you like a dirty bum.
Right.
And she's never been treated. She gets these dumb like Chris. What's the guy from MSNBC? The
Chris Kattan, Chris Carter.
No, the
Chris
MSNBC.
Matthews.
Chris Hansen.
Hansen. Guys like that. That's who she goes to parties with. And
Yeah.
oh, can I take you out for a cocktail? And this bum, surrounded by bums, got her. She
Thank
opened
you.
up. She thought she could control you.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. But this is not how I see it.
Right.
This bum. Oh, it's just like my girl. She's in love with a fat mess, and she hates the fact that she's in love with me. Women hate that ultimately. So she's never been treated like this. So right now she's going insane. She's probably giving wrong traffic advice right now. She's probably like, there's a tie up on. I don't know. Because all the guys that come on to her, dude, you were not supposed to have her.
Right.
And you smashed it good. You treated it bad. And what ultimately is saving you is your self-esteem is so low that it protects you from somebody like Jill. You expected this not to go well anyway. You thought it was a farce from the beginning. From the beginning.
Well, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the
There's no
beginning,
way he
I
was going to
wasn't
fall
sure.
for her like that. He wasn't into it like that because he's like, what does this girl really want from me? What is this? And people probably saying, she's just using you for the publicity. All that stuff goes in your head. So you ultimately was just taking the ride for what it was worth.
Yeah, that seems to be like, especially how things at the beginning, because I thought, all right, this is a goof,
Until you smashed
and then it started.
Until she started blinking slow and started doing things. And let me tell you, this chick you caught her with, right? That's the perfect thing for your relationship now. Jill is going to come begging you back, and then you'll be in control.
How does that happen?
Because you dumped her. In her mind, she dumped you, but she knows the deal. In her mind, it's always not. It's not about you. It's about the competition with that other chick.
Right.
And ultimately, dude, she's gonna come back to you because a loser dumped her. She's in trouble. She's in mental trouble. I'm telling you, and you can take advantage of that.
But I'm trying to think like,
Have her bang your friends.
Because she kind of took a few things out of the house. You heard about that?
Yeah, like she took your car and
Took my car.
Even though her car was
a laptop.
Yeah.
My Easy Pass. And I don't even know. There might even be a few things I have no clue about. But Keith's making the exchange. Now, see, a lot of people saying I should do this by myself. I should go over there and give her, because she's given me an ultimatum. She said, pick up my dry cleaning. There's about $500 worth of dry cleaning.
Okay.
It has to be picked up. And at the party that I had at my house, which I had an open invite to, but didn't show up.
I didn't get invited to that one either.
I meant Colin's back. Colin, you have an open invite.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. And so at the party, her camera got lost. So she wants me to buy her a new camera, and then I'll get my stuff back. I'll get my laptop back and my Easy Pass back.
Here's what you do.
Whatever else is there.
Buy all that stuff she wants and tell her to keep your stuff. Tell her to keep your stuff.
Laptop, though?
Who
Yeah,
cares?
laptops kind of.
Whatever.
I do own a few of them, but
Who
I mean.
cares? Let her keep.
So what'll that do?
What that'll do is drive her more crazy. It'll drive her more crazy. Because she's that. Do you understand how childish she went to? This is a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
This puts you in control of this situation.
The burning of the clothes.
Oh, this
heard
puts you.
about
Matter
that?
of fact,
Yeah.
when she comes back, you make her come back on your terms. You take her key back. Because I don't understand what kind of foolishness that was. Like, I told my girl, this is the argument we got into. I said, look, talking about, because she wanted immediately for me to go, and I always take the guy's side under all circumstances.
Yeah.
I said, look, the reason you have a key to my house is to keep me from having other women in my house. I give you an open invitation. She wants me to go because I love you and I trust you and I want you to trust me. It's because the fear of my girl walking in will keep me from having a young broad sitting on top of my counter.
When are you writing the book?
Oh, damn.
That is like so brilliant.
But she wants that to be like, I love her so much, but
Right.
it's just to protect me from my own madness.
Right.
And I said, Anthony has never been a womanizer. He owns a mansion. No one owns a mansion. Men don't own things for themselves. We own things to impress other people. You just build the pool. You just did some things. It makes you sexier, your house. It makes you, it does. I look, my girl came in with a kid, right? My house is decorated for strange women to walk in and go, ooh. It's a house that's made for strange women. My girl found her way in, and I had to open my house up like without prejudice to keep me from being caught.
Yeah.
Doing what you did.
Well, the key will get you caught.
But that's why I do it. She always is almost could come in. I'm not good at get in the closet. I'm just not good at it. But what happened is your thing, and I told you this, man. You gotta stop pretending that you're not a dude. You're a dude. You've never womanized, man. You have to go through.
I know. I've been a
point
Mr.
of
Monogamy.
womanizing.
Mr. Monogamy.
Serial monogamous. Here, you're my girlfriend now. I love you, Jill. And then some young, and I tell old women this. Any woman over 30, 35. A beautiful 35-year-old ain't as good looking as an ugly 19-year-old.
There's a quote. Patrice O'Neill. You could read in a book with the little line and then Patrice O'Neill.
Yeah, you got to write the book.
I'm serious.
So you're not surprised that this whole thing broke up, right?
No, man, because this dude upgraded his entire but you got to give her credit. She upgraded, and what she upgraded is this. Other women look at Jill Nicolini. She's famous in her own right in New York City. They look at her. They get up. A lot of schoolgirls, a lot of college people get up for the traffic and know the show, know her, look at her, and want what she has. It upgrade him. That's what women do. Women upgrade us in terms of physicality. When I walk down the street with my girl, women look at me and go, "What? How did?" Then they look at me and go, "It must be something," and they want a piece. Jill upgraded your upgraded your confidence too, because now you're gonna treat news women like garbage. That's what it brought you up to.
Was that your whole goal? Because I kind of remember you explaining this to me before I was going out with her.
Yeah.
You kind of said the same thing.
look. No offense, because you're going to be back with us. I don't want to trash her too bad.
I'm not.
Wait, yeah, let's hold on.
Traffic girl, man.
Patrice, hold on. You said that a few times. Let's get Anthony's answer. You're not going back there.
I think that's an irreparable situation that I don't want to.
She's going to
go
beg you back.
You know why? I found myself falling into the same thing. I can't do that. I can't fall into the same thing I was doing.
You're gonna fall into it again and again until you fix you. You're not fixed yet. You understand? So fixed. the next girl that comes in, this girl here, okay, the girl that you're gonna give her she's just gonna take Jill's place and gonna end up being what Jill was anyway, because that's you. See, you don't understand how it trickles down from you. You have to
trickles down from me. Clear stuff.
You have to tell them what it is. What kind of defense system, right, does a 25, 26-year-old girl have against a millionaire who has a mansion by himself, hangs out with all kind of dude, knows dude, you're gonna talk to Jack Black at some point, and it's like you just talk to him. Mm-hmm. They don't have a defense against your rules. It's like, look, I live in this mansion. Here's what I need. You always call me 2 hours ahead. This because I don't want to hurt your feelings in case somebody's here. They'll do it because they don't have a defense against your life. See, our status is our vagina, and quite frankly, you're a sexy woman in turn. A bad. You're a 22-year-old Jill Nicolini in terms of status.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So. There's no power against a 25, 26-year-old woman. She doesn't have the ability to tell you no. You're better than she is. You're better than Jill, but it took her craziness and running around and stealing stuff and telling you for you to go, Jesus, you're just a kooky weather girl.
What about the fire? The fire was...
She lit a fire?
You didn't hear that one?
Yeah, see, the girl in the closet... The girl in the closet... she had her clothes in my closet, and Jill took the bag of clothes and went out to my new fire pit I have out back. Oh, it's wonderful.
When Anthony wasn't home.
When I wasn't home.
When Anthony wasn't home, she had the run of the place.
And because she had my Escalade. That's another thing. She would have my keys regardless because she took my Escalade keys, which had my house keys on it. So she came back when I was at work, went upstairs into the closet, grabbed a few of the things, and then grabbed all that girl's clothes and threw it in the fire pit and lit them on fire.
But see, Anthony, this is another thing about because I have the same low self-esteem. He enjoys that to some degree, driving a beautiful woman crazy like that, because ultimately if you didn't, immediately phase one is change your locks. Phase two is you call the cops on this psycho. But you didn't. You like this. It's kind of...
No,
you like driving Jill Nicolini. This is big-time status because look at her friend there, the black girl that's on the... She's sitting there crying between every, helicopter shot. She's crying to her black friend about how this son of a bitch did this to her. How could she? He's a loser. He's this and that. And she's losing her mind. You can't get rid of Jill Nicolini just like that, dude. She's what you're doing is you're fixing her. She came in broke and you're gonna fix her. I'm telling you, take this as a fixing, man. Don't just let this go by as another one because you're gonna get in the same situation again. She's ready. She's first of all, she's mature enough to be your girl, man. You gotta lay down some justice. You gotta tell her first of all, look, I need some side. Side is important to a dude.
I need some side. I don't see. That seemed to be the problem. Was the fact that there was some side.
Have you ever talked about what's her deal in terms of does she get down like that or what? She like girls?
Stop listening to this fake bravery. He doesn't tell his girlfriend I need some side, I guarantee you.
Yeah?
He stole this. This is like a cutscene from Hustle and Flow, and I'm putting a stop to it now.
I'm telling you, look.
Shut up and let the laugh. Let the laughter walk.
Luckily, my girl, I'm not saying.
Shut up, you coward. You trying to get him killed.
I'm not.
She'll kill him, man.
It's in terms of this.
She's a Suffolk County Italian. I'm not kidding, man. They're crazy out there. They beat up my cousin.
I love that Colin knows so much about Long Island. You weren't raised on Long Island, but you know all about it. So where are we today there, Patrice? Ant's not going back out with her.
He's going to go back out with her.
Ant wants the hostage exchange to finally happen, even though they broke up probably a month ago, Ant? Well over a month ago.
Well over a month ago.
Is she calling you and stuff?
And there's still a connection.
No.
Can I say one thing, by the way, one quote?
Yeah.
A guy that said, I'm 6 years behind the time when he came in here actually said, I mean, you get to talk to Jack Black, and he talks back. Wow, Jack Black.
I was trying to think of a.
I know,
I really
you
trying to think of a name, and I
you
couldn't.
thought of Tropical Thunder again.
I don't know what I was doing, and you're
I
right
know what
too,
you were
Colin. I was trying to think of a damn name.
Jack Black. Jesus Christ.
Do you miss her?
No, it's not one of those situations where I was just getting too deep into every day seemed to be getting planned out for me. Like I was like, okay, well, it's Wednesday. I'm just going to go home. I'm going to just hang around, maybe drink a beer or something. Oh, we got this to do. We got to go out and we got to, and it was fine and dandy, but it was always an appearance.
It's not Jill.
Fine and dandy.
It's not Jill. It's not Jill. It's you.
Yeah?
Like it's you.
How is that me that I wanted to hang out and not go to some event?
All right. Give me an example of how she plans your day.
All right, it was like Thursday'd roll around,
okay.
and I'd be like, I just, if I just want to hang out, maybe go out, quiet dinner.
You be her.
Or something else.
You be her, I'll be you.
Quiet dinner.
I'll be how you supposed to be. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
And then Thursday'd roll around, it's like, all right, why don't you, I'm gonna shower, why don't you get ready, because we got the thing to go to. And then I would say, let me tell you what I would say first. I go, what thing?
Yeah, what thing is this?
I told you on Monday. Oh my God! I told you on Monday that Thursday we had the thing that we're going to. It's an event for little kids that have friggin' 3 eyes.
Right. Okay.
So, Uncle Paul. Yeah. So why don't you get ready?
Yeah, I'm not. Didn't I tell you Monday I wasn't going? But she already knew Monday you had told me.
Stay in character. You're supposed to be.
She already knew.
Louis Beans.
Yeah. She already knew that you weren't going on Monday.
Yeah.
So ultimately, she tried the passive aggressive approach, which is he's gonna go. That's what he thought in his mind. But you set that up for her to think you go. Look, the attack that they do. This is why people, women call me an ass. It's because
Colin just starts laughing.
like my girl will say to me, "Do you always have to be this? You always have to be." It's because our attack is like a general or a strategic thing. Their attack is like a snake. It's just what they do. They just try to take over your spirit. Like, I'm diabetic, and my girl uses diabetes as a way to love me. It's hard for me to go, mind your business. I'll take my medicine when I feel like it. If I feel like dying, I will. It's hard. They find a way to make you accept their love. So it's even like little things at a restaurant. If you go, look, give me a steak and some rice, and they bring a steak and potato, and she tries to defend you. It's almost like she ultimately is taking your respect because she thinks you can't even handle your starch situation. You understand?
Yeah.
So there were little things that open her up to know that she can control you like that. So that's what I'm saying. It's you. You're always going to find that problem with you if you don't change it now. And what you need to do is start doing what your body's telling you to do now, is get all kind of funky side. I mean, sports sex, and it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gotta happen.
Yeah.
Orgies and everything else.
Orgies.
Big time.
That's the realization Ant had. He doesn't want to be tied down. He was tied down for 2 decades.
I was,
3 women in 2 decades, more or less. And he
crazy.
realized, I'm going to just summarize. He realized he was falling into the same old thing. And it has nothing to do with Jill. He knows he needs to be.
But I'm non-confrontational, so instead of going up to Jill and
go,
saying
whoa,
and doing, what might have been the thing to do would be like, hey, I'm kind of feeling a little with this whole situation, blah blah blah. I just decided to, start having extracurricular activities.
Yeah, going back to where he needs to be.
Yeah, a little extracurricular activity, and then the old knock on the door that morning. What are you doing? Why is the bedroom door
You
locked?
think he's gonna be back with her? personally.
No.
Really?
No.
I don't think she would because it's been too public what happened.
Dude.
She couldn't. It's been too
that.
public.
And here's this. Here's another record I have. I've never gone back to somebody that I've gone out with or dated or
When
been in a
he's done, he's
relationship with.
done.
How can you? They can never almost hit 18 again.
Listen, we can continue after the break. We have to
I
break.
really want to. This is going to.
We could go with this a little longer. The phones are lit. They all have questions.
Oh, yeah.
Some agree with Patrice. Some say you're full of crap. So we'll get
Therapy. Scratch your ass. I'll tell you a little something about therapy when we get back.
All right,
maybe.
very good. And we got Colin Quinn in studio. Colin's going to be at Governor's next weekend. Friday, Saturday. You got the Friday, Saturday slots there, Colin. And Jay Moore's calling the show. And Jay was on our show recently doing Colin Quinn, so we're going to give you a little taste of that as we go to break.
My second show in Boston is on sale for Ticketmasters November 15th. It's the first show.
Where's that, Jimmy?
The Wilbur Theater.
Oh, the Wilbur Theater. That's good.
Oh, God damn. He's got that down.
I'm so impressed, Jimmy. You get to tell jokes, and you think you're special because you're painted a male. What movie?
I'm going to guess Glengarry Glen Ross.
No. When he just, like, embarrass everybody, you idiot.
Fucking great, Colin.
That's why he's not here.
Consciousness and just yell out random quotes and go, okay, quick, what movie? And then when they're wrong, go, I'm smarter than you. I knew what I was saying.
We got so much going on today. Opie and Anthony. Of course, Jim Norton. Of course, Patrice O'Neill and Colin Quinn piping in when he feels like it.
This place is a beehive of activity.
It sure is, Colin. It sure is. What do you, we weren't able to ask you. What do you think of Jay Moore's impression of you?
It's amazing. I was here last time when you guys showed it to me.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
We got another track we'll play for everybody at the end of this break.
We like him better than we like you.
Oh.
Jim, you haven't said anything all day, and that's what you start with?
Yeah.
Come on.
Jimmy's very quiet today. Why, Jimmy?
He's a little
I'm enjoying
dazed.
it. Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta just sit back and enjoy what's going on. Even though I guess you're supposed to pipe in, but sometimes it's smart just to shut your mouth and
Well,
watch.
maybe he shouldn't
watch
be
what's
paid.
going on.
Maybe Jim shouldn't be paid today.
Oh, Kyle, there's no reason to get that. I mean, if you want to take the claws out.
You guys want to go to the phones?
Can I go for one more analysis of Patrice?
Sure.
The other quote, along with Jack Black, the other quote, I'll be walking down the street with my girlfriend, and women will go, I want a piece of that.
Should I want a piece?
Like he's a Brazilian mixed martial arts, like 19-year-old.
That's what I'm saying, but that's my
Shut up, I understood what you meant.
Irrelevancy.
I got it,
My
silly.
complete sexual irrelevancy to the women that I want to be relevant to.
I want to jump in with an observation. Colin's coming up with these zingers, and we're enjoying them, and we're laughing, but Patrice will not allow the laughter.
I know, exactly.
Because
he's not allowed to laugh.
But you know what that is?
He hasn't been around me in a long time.
That is
He's not used
technique
to
number
somebody...
3 on the stop it list.
But you were never like that.
Who?
You.
Don't try to reverse psychologize me, sucker. You dirty sucker. Since we're all going back in time, sucker. That's how you do it.
That's right. Sparkle.
When you feel it piling on, you stop it.
All right, listen. We're going to hit the phones here. I think we got our 13-year-old friend on the phone here. Is JC, right?
Yeah.
What's up, JC? He's 13 years old, Colin.
Really? What, his sister for Anthony?
He's been listening to the conversation here. What do you got, JC?
All right, Patrice, you need to stop being a comedian, just become a psychologist. If you figure his ants from out, you figured out everyone.
Good point.
Yeah, the
There you
kid
go.
actually makes a valid point, and he's 13. All our other listeners are dopes.
Let's go to Leonardo from Long Island.
Hey.
Leonardo, what's up?
Good evening.
Hello,
Hi.
Leonardo.
I wanted to let you guys know that I think I have to disagree with little Jimmy Norton. I think Jill actually took Anthony's truck and his belongings. I don't think she was, so concerned about her digital camera and her dry cleaning. I think she was expecting Anthony to come running after her, and I didn't think it was over in her mind at all at that point.
The important thing is how he disagreeing with me. What did I say?
Yeah, it was Patrice.
I agree with that Gindaloon, though. He's got a good point.
No, I'm sorry.
Yes, it is.
You know what
He's right.
You know what I meant? Yeah.
She was fully expecting Ed to run after her. I think Patrice kind of made that point, sure.
Sure. And I think what I meant to say when I was disagreeing with Jimmy was I think Anthony could still get her back, actually, if he wanted to, if he played it all in.
Well, it's not about him getting her back. It's about her running. She's going to she's going to be begging you back soon.
It's been a month.
Who cares? And women plot time? That's nothing. That's
women plot time.
Are you serious?
I would agree if it wasn't public. If it hadn't come out, what happened?
Yes, very sordid.
But she might want Anthony back just so she could
destroy him.
Yes,
maybe that.
But you got to always keep. Yes, they always try. Women are like, you ever see Kill Bill, the second one?
Oh yeah,
and
that was a bloody movie.
My girl's the same way. She just wants to poison my rice. I'm constantly trying to pull her eyeball out because she won't obey, and she's gonna poison my rice. She's out to kill us. They're all out to kill us. Jill was already out to kill you. So just let her keep trying to kill you. But she wants to kill you with your own love. She wants you to go, Jill, you're the best I've ever. And she goes, and it's over.
And then it's done, yeah.
All you got to do is stay 2-3 steps ahead of her, and it's easy.
I'd just rather, keep this the way it is, done.
And do what? Keep having, you're going to have superfluous girls come in, and you pop them for a few, they be into you, and then you get smothered, and then you get rid of them. It's not a good thing. Just keep them around and stop giving them titles.
Titles.
At least put them through basic training. As soon as the chick comes in, you are a lieutenant. Like you can't upgrade them as soon as they walk in the door, Anthony.
What do they got to start off as privates?
Hoes, private hoe,
private hoe,
private hoe.
And come on over 2 o'clock in the morning. All right. Do that and get out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Anthony. Come over at 2. Do it till 2:45. Leave right away. No shower. Sir, yes, sir. Shower at your own house, soldier.
So private hoe.
Private hoe.
When they fall asleep, he kicks in the doorway like the sergeant.
Wake up, ladies.
Wake up.
Hitting the trash can. Get up now. No breakfast for you. No breakfast for you, soldier.
The private second girlfriend, the name is Charlene.
They're standing outside freezing in the underwear just like in the army.
Let's get a mic.
Can I get a warm face cloth? No. Out now. Sir, yes, sir.
Let's go to Mike in Connecticut. Mike A.
Damn.
Hello, Mike.
I love you. Love the show.
Thanks.
But listen, Anthony, you're a total hypocrite.
Am I?
Yeah, you say you want to play the field, but you went from Jill to this new girl, and now she's living in your house. So where are you playing the field?
Good point.
You went from one girlfriend to another girlfriend.
He don't make them private homes. We just were saying that.
It's not that he's a hypocrite. He's just a spineless jellyfish.
Spineless jellyfish.
He lets him put clothes in there.
Oh, Christ.
Get a girl from the closet out and get another bitch in there.
That's why he keeps building extensions. He's afraid to throw the girls out. He's building new places for him to live.
So, I just leave him in there and build new places on my house.
Oh, that's the I flew her in from Dallas wing.
Is this chick from Dallas?
No.
And she was from Long Island, just some chick. Where'd you meet her? Where'd you meet the Jill Nicolini destroyer?
Jill Nicolini destroyer. I'll keep that under my hat for a while.
In the area, though?
No.
Really?
No, very, very far away land.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And, Jesus. And the sad thing, here's the thing that's so sad.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that you're never going to see her again, Jill, before I start really trashing her.
Yeah.
Because, the sad thing is the pretending to like someone's girlfriend.
Oh, well, yeah, you've talked about that, yeah.
I cursed Norton out, because Norton is another one that'll give women titles, and I'm like, look,
it's usually prostitute or escort or sir.
No, you'll introduce Norton. You will introduce a girl as like this is my girlfriend, and that's uncomfortable to your friends.
Well, my friends have to get whatever I'm at. My thing is this: I don't care what my friends can introduce a chick as anything they want, and it doesn't bother me. It's irrelevant to me. So wherever I'm at with a girl, no one should care.
No, it's not. No, it's like if I go, hey Norton, this is my girlfriend, such and such. There's a certain, because you're my friend, there's a certain respect, and there's a certain status she has automatically because she's your girlfriend. And if she's private hoe, she doesn't deserve girlfriend, like, hey, this is okay. Hey, Norton's girlfriend. You don't have to look out for a hoe. You have to look out for your friend's girl.
True, but the only thing that matters is when your friend gives him that status. Like, I've had 2 girlfriends in the last 5 years. I mean, I haven't had a lot of girlfriends in the last 5 years. I've had 2 girlfriends in I think 5 years, or maybe even longer. Probably since 2001. So maybe 7 years I've had 2 girlfriends, both kind of recent.
Cut to the chase. Jesus, nobody wants to hear your chronological order.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing.
It's taking a long time to get there.
That was it.
Hey, we got
maybe, I'm sorry, it was 7 years. Actually, you know what? 6.5. Shut up.
Well, no, I was contradicting the point, though. It's like, if you know, it's like you give them a title when you feel like giving them a title, and then everybody has to kind of whatever, and then when you're done with them, there's no more title.
It's like the mafia when they go, this is a friend of ours, this is a friend of mine. Right.
Yeah, you don't say how long did you know him and where'd you meet? You know?
You go, that's my lady friend, or that's.
If I said that's my lady friend, who, my Clark Gable? That's
man, something.
She's a little gal I met.
Something just so.
I've heard lady friend. I've heard it too.
I've heard
Jimmy say
from
lady
Teddy
friend.
Pendergrass. That's my lady friend.
And Patrice is allowing the laughs now, which is good for everybody. Brad in Connecticut. Anthony wanted to address Brad. So,
yes.
Brad, what do you got?
Oh, God, now I'm scared. I'm only saying that.
Wow.
Damn. I love it.
Scared.
So just hear me out. All I'm saying is this. With your marriage and with Jill, one commonality was that they pushed you, or didn't push you, but because you didn't communicate, you ended up doing things you didn't want to do. So whether you believe in therapy or not.
What did I do that I didn't want to
right.
Wait, what did I do that I didn't want to do?
Well, get serious with Jill, maybe?
Yeah, you got into a relationship.
Well, no. I don't know about that. I don't know the happenings really with Jill, but in terms of your marriage, like, you would be forced to, like, watch, like, movies and stuff and just do things you didn't want to do.
Right.
So my thought is that, don't you think, instead of perpetuating this, because really the only commonality between those two is that you didn't speak up, that it might help to maybe learn how to, like, say, I don't want to do certain things.
Like, be more direct.
And then you just end up in a big brawl anyway.
Oh, Anthony,
wait, hold on, Patrice. But this guy wants Ant to consider therapy, and Ant was yelling about that just before the break. So, what's your thoughts on therapy?
I think if you're somebody who wants to go to therapy, that's fine. I went to a couple of therapy sessions for couples therapy, which I got dragged into.
With this, the last...
No, not the last one. No. This was with the girlfriend that I was, with for 8 years.
Therapy's for girls.
Yeah. They went, she was going to therapy.
Therapy is just to make you, is to take how you feel as a man and try to qualify it to make you understand that being a guy is wrong.
It's a bad thing.
It's your gut feeling.
Dude, it was the worst. First of all, she's going to therapy. She was going to therapy. And then the therapist goes, why doesn't Anthony come in? Because I see a lot of things you're bringing up involve him. So why don't you bring him in? So I'm like, you know something? I'll be a good guy. I'll go in for one of these, see what this woman's all about, and do that. And then I find myself there like every week writing out a check to this shrink just for nothing, for psychobabble. The relationship ended anyway, and it did nothing good. All it did was conjure up like nasty crap between the two of us. Like, she felt and I felt that anything goes in this office. Some stuff you should just keep to yourself. You should keep quiet. And in therapy, all this stuff comes out where you hear things like, well, you know something? I'm not really sure I ever did love you.
This is Jill to you.
No. This is not to Jill. This is Melinda stuff. That
came out in therapy?
a long time ago. Yeah. It's like, I've started thinking.
This is the last one?
And maybe, And then she goes, maybe it was something like. No, that was an 8-year relationship, so it might as well have been a marriage, That's everything but me losing all my crap at the end of it. Thank God.
Let Ant go. He's onto something.
So it was like, she was like, I'm not sure if maybe it was just the whole infatuation thing with the radio. So I'm just sitting there, my eyes open, my jaw on the couch, just going, oh, really? Well, this is nice to know. When
were you going to tell me?
When were you going to tell me this?
This is 8 years into it.
As I'm dishing out like boatloads of cash to that shyster C-word mother of hers. Ugh, did I hate that bitch. Ugh!
The mother.
The mother.
Okay.
I put teeth in her mouth. I want to remove them with my fist. Oh my God! She'd show up at goddamn family functions with one friggin' brown tooth sticking out of her head. You know, I don't want to bring her over my mother's house and my parents' house with this goddamn friggin' mouth that looked like it should be licking a salt lick. and so.
You bought her mother teeth because she.
I bought her mother teeth, and not the kind you slap in, like implant screw-in teeth. It cost a bloody fortune.
Oh, I'm so glad this is all
It
coming
cost
out
a
finally.
fortune.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Your mother's credit.
I didn't think I really loved you at all, but yeah, let me tap into that bank account.
How much earlier before y'all broke up was she saying this?
I think it was the last installment of the tooth money. No, it was
Final molar got nailed in.
It was final molar gets nailed in. She leaves. No, it was one of those situations where the therapy was going on right before we broke up.
Toilet mouth.
It was right before we broke up. So we drive to the therapy sessions, and we're talking, you know, whatever. We'd get out of the therapy session, the door would slam. I'd shut the door. Now I'm not hungry anymore. I'm just like the silent drive home because all this anger just comes out. And it's good. It's cleansing to get the anger out of you. No, it's not.
But it is.
It's to keep it in.
It is good. You broke up. You got rid of it. It's done.
Yeah, see?
It is.
But let me tell you
you're
something.
not holding on to any of the angles.
She could have gone to the therapy by herself and realized that she had to break up with me.
Would you go to
I didn't have to be dragged down and that. Yes, and I bought her sister a trailer.
I'm just putting signs up for Anthony now. I want to see how much he wants.
So you was just
how far you want to go with this thing.
I walked into a place, a trailer in upstate New York, where she had her sister had a baby, and the crib was being leaked into through a leak in the roof. So I'm there going, what the hell is going on here? Yeah, they really can use something a little better than this. Why don't we get him something, a trailer or something? Jesus. All right, I'll check something out. It's just a constant barrage.
You're like Chevy Chase in Christmas Vacation.
But you didn't mind it when you was doing it because you're that type of dude.
No,
though.
I didn't.
But he's the king of white trash. He buys teeth and trailers.
Yes.
That's why we got such a big audience. They can relate to us.
Yes, that's what I'm saying about the pal talk.
He's the king.
Yes.
I love it. That is perfect. You're absolutely right. I am the king of white trash.
Dude, that love thing, though.
When you go to college, get stupid.
And that love thing, though. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Wow. She whipped that out. And then other days it was like, you know, it was different. And then I'd get in there and I'd start bringing up some stuff. Like, she was really pissed at me for my excessive texting. To
her or other people?
Not to her.
No.
To just in general.
To other people. I would
I don't
text
blame her.
other people.
I got mad at Norton once at the cellar because he asked me a question.
You're not having sex with Norton.
That's what you think.
Oh, you would have thought so.
You too.
He was mad at me for 2 weeks.
I was mad.
But at that point, there was obviously a suspicion that you might be moving on, right?
No, that's just
I'm
it.
asking. I don't know.
That's just it. I wasn't. First of all, I absolutely wasn't.
Okay.
And I'm texting. And meanwhile, it was fine for her to text 20,000 guys a day. But, you know, I'm texting one or two girls. Holy jeez, that was a big-ass problem right there. That was a huge problem. And, by the way, after we break up, she hooks up with one of the friggin' guys that that she was texting all the time and that I always knew there was a problem with. And me, I never touched the girls I was texting.
At the time.
I didn't know, not at the time or after the time. So I don't want to hear it. What a bunch of crap.
The guy she was texting was a guy you knew?
Yeah.
And you think it was before or no?
There was something going on. I'll never deny that. I don't know if there was actual contact going on, but I knew there was something. I never trusted the guy. It was always like, you know, there too much.
Yeah. You never
like not literally there too much, but just you could tell. Guy friend. We talk about guy friend.
That doesn't exist.
Guy friend sits there in waiting like a vulture. Yeah. Guy friend.
Why does he do that to you?
So oh, let me tell you. You know what I would do if I was lucky enough to have you as my girl?
I have no woman friend.
Shut it.
You have to be completely non-effable.
Hate it.
You have to be missing half your face for me to be your buddy and your girl.
Out of here. Guy friends are the worst.
Just guy friend. And then in that little twist, because when I had to go to Colorado for Christmas, I was ordered not to text. No texting.
Just to bring everyone to the table, that was when you decided to stay in a hotel while she was hanging out with her sister, and husband, and
I have no problem
Her
with
quotation sister.
I have no problem with that sister and that husband. Yeah, believe me, they live here in New York now.
They have a good roof on their trailer.
Buddy and Jen, no good roof on the trailer. Buddy and Jen and the kids. I love them. They're great.
They do rule. I saw them recently
great.
on the sidewalk.
They are completely different than the rest of that family. So I got no problem with that.
And they have their original teeth, and they're all good.
Yeah, and Buddy's a New Yorker. He's a real New York guy.
He sounds like a New Yorker with the name Buddy. Doesn't sound like a hillbilly at all.
His name is
Buddy.
Basil Giuliano.
Oh,
so watch your mouth, paisan, hey paisan.
It shows you how ungrateful women can be, though. It's like you took good care of her. You didn't. Anthony didn't cheat. Like he really didn't cheat. Everywhere. It sounds stupid, but first class everywhere. Treat her terrific. Whatever she wants, you buy her a Porsche.
Thanks.
It only sounds stupid because we imagine what you call first class. But go ahead.
First class.
Teeth.
She was treated like a queen.
There you go.
Absolutely.
But she was treated like that anyway. You're a generous guy. Anything that trickles down, it trickles right down to the queen.
I tend to be.
Yep.
I try to be. I like people
guy.
being happy around me. I don't like people being miserable. And there came a point where Melinda was just miserable all the time around me. Which is like, all right, then it's time to move on.
How do we
Not
never
time
see
to
this?
drag me into therapy.
I never saw this, and
I'm great at covering crap up. I've been a homosexual for 5 years. You never know.
Oh, thank God.
Melinda.
I saw it.
I love the brown tooth thing, though.
Oh,
that's gonna make
God!
all day.
Every time she opened her mouth, not only was the crap spilling out of it awful, but to have to look at the teeth. Ugh!
You need to find a woman that's committed to being nothing.
I gotta ask Anthony something. So the trailer you bought, teeth, anything else?
Teeth
that you're now regretting?
Where'd you buy the trailer?
Let me think.
Did you buy anybody a spittoon?
Upstate. Yeah, there. That looks like the teeth. Oh God!
You bought a go-kart for the brother.
All right, let me go to Cece. She's a girl. We haven't had a woman on yet. Maybe I don't know.
CC sounds like two women.
CC.
Hey.
Hey.
I have a little perspective. And I think all this is based on the way he was brought up and his mom and dad's relationship. Sorry.
Women,
I do.
Women always trying to find a way to make it. Listen.
No, it's because the spaghetti thrown against the wall.
That's why Ant doesn't like confrontation, but that's not why the
probably
girl is
is.
ungrateful.
We do that because it's very difficult. It's very difficult. We don't want to be in love, miss. That's the thing that women don't understand. Love and all that stuff is for you because we start to care about you enough to give it to you. But what we want is void-filling relationships. We need our ego. How a woman is sexy is because she just exists. How a man is sexy is we have to interact. We have to. You know what women are? Women.
I agree with that.
Women are the TSA. Women are reactive to our attacks. We're proactive. We're trying to fly something into your building, and and you're trying to. You're only adjusting to what we're trying to do in terms of attacking you.
Right.
And they really. It's just.
Get it? You agree?
But your thing, Anthony, I swear to God, you need a girl, but you have to tell her this: a girl that loves you for what you are, and you're not going to commit to her. You have to have an uncommitted, committed girl, like a girl who's just committed to being nothing in your life, but gets all the benefits.
Right.
Of just being your girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just have to tell her, look, I'm not going to be with you. I'm not going to be committed to you. You don't have to be committed to me, but she's committed to you. She's committed to your nonsense.
All right, let's go to Tennessee. We're heading toward another break. Dave, what do you got?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning, Dave.
I think I think it's time for all the message board people to just shut it. I learned today that Anthony's a damn good guy.
Yeah, Anthony doesn't like dealing with his emotions, but in the end, he really is a very good guy.
I might give
and does the right thing all the time.
I might give credit to that chick there, Cece, on one thing. The confrontation thing, I don't like it. I don't like communicating with, like, oh, why didn't you communicate that? You don't communicate enough. Because growing up, I think it's true. The only communication I saw was a bowl of pasta slamming against the wall near the phone, and my mother yelling your bad word for the male genitalia at my father. Then my father calling her a bad word for female genitalia, and that was their communicating. So that's all I know of communicating with your significant other. So I'd rather just not. I assume all is going well until Mount St. Helens happens. I'm like that old codger that stayed in his house. Oh, it's been happening for years. Everything will be okay. Boom, the side of a mountain blows out.
Now what?
Not only did I not know that you guys were fighting, I never saw them argue. I never saw you guys argue.
We
All the times
didn't
traveled,
argue.
Never saw you argue.
We didn't. I don't argue. I don't yell. There'd been a couple of, heated discussions, I would say, but never arguing. Like I'm not a
look at a virus tour.
I'm not a yeller guy.
A virus tour, a couple of
you'd see that a couple times.
Like towards the end,
there was there was some distance that was happening near the end there. All right, we have to take another break. We could continue. This is way too good. Wow, a lot of great phone calls. Colin Quinn, governor.
I gotta go to Fox now.
What?
Why?
You didn't do anything yet.
You gotta go to Fox?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
This weekend?
My friend's show. I said to do it today.
What show?
Rick Leventhal. He's doing some show.
Yeah, that's on at 9 o'clock, right?
No one likes Rick
I gotta go home. What's that?
No one likes Rick Leventhal.
Yes, they do. You don't even know who that is.
Exactly. That was the beauty of me saying that.
Oh, you're hot today. Listen, I gotta go.
All right, so Colin's going to be at Governor's next weekend. We're all going to check that out.
Next weekend. You mean this coming Friday, Saturday?
Next weekend.
No, next weekend.
Like a week from Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Come on, Jim.
I got it.
Dates out, Colin. I'm confused.
Come on, Jim.
Don't even need to give the dates. A week from Friday and Saturday,
Thanks.
Governor's on Long Island.
Colin, what you doing
Simple as
for
that.
Thanksgiving?
I'll see you guys later.
What you doing for Thanksgiving, Colin?
All right, listen.
I said I'll see you.
All the plugs are on ONARadio.com, by the way. We're going to continue with Patrice O'Neill, but as we go to break,
Yes,
in honor of Colin Quinn stopping by and giving us some fine radio today, we got Jay Moore, who called the show recently doing his Colin Quinn impression.
Yeah.
More of this.
Please put Colin in Reservoir Dogs.
Guys, obviously there was a rat in this whole operation, and I know it wasn't me. I'm pretty goddamn sure it wasn't you. The guy definitely freaked out in there, but he seems, I don't know, he seems pretty okay now. He's a big guy, I don't know.
Holy
Christ. You're holding a desert eagle. He's asking you if you want to bark all day. A guy like that doesn't have all this, just reach it. We need to get with Joe, get this guy to the hospital. He's getting blood on my shoes. Finicky I am when it comes to my LA Gear sneakers.
Holy
Say the goddamn words, stupid.
Holy.
Colin driving around the valley with Bobby Kelly in the back. I broke my stomach, man. Are you gonna be okay, stupid? Will you shut up? You're bleeding all over my car, you dummy. That dumb bitch, if I gotta shoot some cop, if that's the difference between me doing, 10 years. Goodbye. That's what I talk about in the meeting today. I was really stressed out. I went to like 5 meetings in 10 minutes. What I do is they go, hi, my name's Colin, and then run out the room and go to another one. So I don't want to listen to everybody else talk, because they're boring. They always outdo each other.
Holy John, is that a perfect Colin?
Colin decided not to leave because he wants to check out Kosher Sports. He loves the Kosher Sports bit. Patrice O'Neill, he's going to be at the Stress Factory this weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, New Brunswick, New Jersey, Vinny's Club. Tickets are going to go real fast for this one, so I would call ahead and get your tickets reserved.
Did you say like hotcakes?
I was going to say hotcakes, Jimmy, yes. What's the number, Jimmy?
Oh, this is a good one. 732-545. Ha ha. It's like a laugh for 4242.
That's right.
Vinny is a hack.
Even his phone number is hacky.
God, he bugs me. He finally took that phone off the wall, though, thank God. No more funny phone calls.
Well, Patrice will be
talking about Obama.
You're doing a lot of political stuff.
It's not even political. I'm just trying to
get the vote out.
Gather the troops.
Are you voting
Purely
for him?
racial, by the way.
You voting for him?
As opposed to what? Yours with just not racial?
98% of the blacks are voting for Obama?
It's not going to happen.
That's crazy. That is based purely on race.
Those other wacky 2%?
2% are the Republicans. Those ones that they search for at the Republican National Convention.
Absolutely.
When they're just kind of panning the crowd looking for one Uncle Tom sitting there. Well, yes, I'm a Republican.
Cameraman's getting whiplash trying to find a black guy.
There's a black guy in the
I
audience.
know y'all must have talked about it. I've never seen anybody so unremarkable as McCain. He just sucks. He sucks. And people will vote for him.
White.
Just awful.
See, Ann couldn't get the energy. Ann couldn't get the energy up to even argue that point. Ann knows that.
I can't
secretly.
believe.
I'm not a fan of McCain or his little
why don't you just
floozy
vote for
vice
Obama?
president.
Get it out the way.
Because I like keeping some of my money, which I'm already a 50%.
The country is finished.
Hey, screw it.
Yeah, the dinner jacket guy.
The country ain't
is saying
finished.
that the empire's done. He said that at the UN yesterday.
Yeah, that Iranian nut. Yeah, he said America's done. You know, our
empire's
time
just
as an
about
empire.
done.
Well, you know something. It takes a while for an empire to crumble. It'll be long after I'm gone, so I don't care. I'm just in Anthony mode right now.
It's going to be cool to like visit the ruins of Manhattan someday.
That'd be cool.
You know, like
bombed out ruins.
That would be real.
Look like
How
I Am
cool would that
Legend.
be? Right. You
It'd
know.
be great.
We've seen enough movies with the Statue of Liberty's dresses over her head. Her book is all torn.
We're heading that way, according to the dinner jacket guy. Hey, what are we doing? Oh, Ant wanted to add one more thing before we try to move on. We got Kosher Sports with David.
Yes, David.
David is here to do Kosher Sports. But first, Anthony remembered something else that was going on with this whole breakup thing with Jill.
Yes. Well, things were taken. Remember, I brought that up, taken from the house, and I have to come up with some cash for some dry cleaning and a camera to get it back. But I did forget there was a few things that happened right afterwards. On the same day that she came by to burn the other girl's clothes, she apparently went through my Amex bills, my American Express statements, and correlated certain dates that I maybe wasn't available to go out, or certain dates where she was away, and then looked and saw those dates and what I was spending money on.
Corsage.
And some of them were some were like a restaurant. And then there was a hotel in there, and it was circled, and then written on there was, "Is this? Were you with one of your whores on this day?"
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll have to explain that someday to an IRS guy.
Yeah,
that
what
was
is
actually your
this?
accountant's question.
You should have on that one. You should have said, "Damn, Joe, good one."
Yeah, wow. I know, that's like investigative journalism.
Good one.
What is she doing traffic for? She should be doing investigative journalism like Geraldo.
It's kind of like she's been there before, huh?
I don't know.
Knows where to go.
I don't know, but the thought of going through the Amex thing was like, wow.
When that happens, you got caught in person, but you're so
my favorite
caught.
clip of the day. I'm sorry. Look at how the cops got rid of this guy. They just hit him with their car.
Yeah, it was a little outrageous.
Yeah, it was a little. It was like, wow. I looked at that and was like, oof.
You can't explain hotel rooms and nice dinners when you're just like, I'm not feeling too well. $300 dinner in a hotel?
Yeah.
Wow.
That
you got to give it to her for that one.
I believe there was also.
Wait a minute. Was
this was
that
bad
the evidence?
too. Yeah.
I mean, there was.
Oh yeah, it was what it was. I didn't deny that there was something going on.
Wow.
But she was also mad because she circled one thing. It was a restaurant I had gone to.
But where'd you go to eat? McDonald's? Where somebody would go, "Where's Jill Nicolini, Anthony?"
Do you think I would go to McDonald's?
Where did you go where they didn't know you and it was
wait.
They know me down at this place. It's a very nice restaurant. They do know me down there, and they're very discreet. They keep their mouths shut.
Okay.
Yeah, but you jumped in.
How's the Italian food here?
They wouldn't say anything to you to embarrass you or to make you uncomfortable.
No, they know.
No one's
they know
business.
who I am.
But Anthony was on to something. Then Patrice kind of
It was
in there.
So it was circled that, and then she realized that I had been to that restaurant the next day with her. So she goes, "You took one of your whores to the same restaurant the day before you took me?
I had to test it out to see if it was good enough for you.
They might have poisoned the food.
Yeah, I didn't want you to get food poisoning.
and Anthony probably went, "Hey, Jill, try the veal. I had it yesterday with."
Oh, fantastic! It's great. All right.
Yeah, you recommend it? No, don't have that. It's no good here. How do you know? I heard.
All right, we can get back to this, but look, Colin is hanging around. He's got like a TV appearance, but he's hanging around because he wants to see David do kosher sports. Is that true, Colin? All right. What you want to comment? Get on mic there. We got the intro and everything for intern David.
It's time for kosher sports with our host, intern David.
I got to start with Colin. David is putting his headphones on.
David, you'd all be dead now if it wasn't my David.
For some reason, Colin loves this bit. Why, Colin?
I don't know. I was here the first day it was on. I knew it was a hit right away.
Yeah.
And David's got a real look for those that can't see him. He looks like he'd be in like Barracks 3 at the Schwitz, you know?
It's amazing.
Jeez, the Schwitz. What's up, Patrice?
He's just so Jewish. He still has pyramid brick dust on his fingers. I've never seen anybody so Jewish looking.
Isn't he like very, very Jewish?
Oh, God, it bothers me, man.
We've learned so much about the Jewish culture through him.
Many's a freezing night Patrice's family spent when that when the heat got cut off by one of David's relatives.
David.
Oh, that's really funny. Pyramid brick dust. That's really funny.
Oh boy, is he? Yeah.
Patrice just made this. It's like what?
Wow.
He's very, very Jewish.
Wow.
Yeah.
We want him to like
David.
grow the payas or something.
He was born. His last name is MD. Like he was born. He was born just with a Jewish title.
Most people put on their little thing why they want to be an intern for the show, and it's usually to get into radio or some form of radio. He put to control the media. That's what his goal is.
Oh my God, dude!
Yeah.
Oh
David,
my God!
You'd all be dead if it wasn't for my son, David.
My David.
David.
Yes.
It was Area 51. Area 51.
You knew then.
You knew then, and you did nothing. All right, Judd Hirsch, you over-the-top Jew.
You knew then.
You knew then. Every sheet on that script must have just said, more over-the-top Jewish,
Jewy.
please. You're not being Jewy enough. David.
David.
You have you spoken to your parents about the show? Any fallout or?
I've spoken to them.
Is it a problem?
Well, I think we should reverse that. They've spoken to me about the show.
What do they think?
Have they seen the video yet of you fooling around with the porn star?
They don't want to see that video.
There's a great video. It's on YouTube. What's the search? Patrice, we set him up so bad. We had Lisa Sparks. She's a porn star with massive boobs. And it got to the point where we got David to do a lot of stuff with her. And she even said, I got a husband, but he's back in wherever. Kentucky, and I'm not into that anymore. Don't worry. You have nothing to worry about. And then so he's really getting into it with Lisa Sparks. And we had a guy play the jealous husband come running into the studio. And this guy pretty much crapped his pants. The video is pretty good.
Small piece.
Yeah. Did you tell your parents about that?
I told my parents.
And?
Not good.
Not good, huh?
No, not good.
Wait till we dress you up as the baby Jesus around Christmas time. They're gonna love that one.
Oy, oy, oy. Whoa.
Oy, oy, oy. He actually, he is. Who said that he's old school Jewish?
Yeah, he's so Jewish. It's like Jewish people should be offended that he's this Jewish. Like he's offensively Jewish. Like if I wrote him being a Jew, I would get sued by Jews. I'd be out of business for creating him.
Yeah. Ronnie said he's Jewish from like 1920. He's like such an old school Jewish guy, but he's, young guy. Very, all right, Jewish.
Anything else we want to ask him before he does his kosher sports?
Not really, I guess, huh?
Patrice, you're right over there.
I can't believe this, man. How long have you been here? A while?
No, I've only been here for like
thousands of years.
I think this is my 5th day here. 5th.
He's already a star on the show.
Definitely.
Which is making a lot of people around here pissed off.
Yeah, certain interns are getting uncomfortable with that. Yes.
Oh. E-Rock's not an intern.
E-Rock's not the one I was referring to.
Well,
he's
he's
missed the literal.
Yes. Yeah.
He cannot identify sarcasm.
I'm referring to.
Well, none of them can.
I'll just say a certain intern is jealous of me.
Who? Really?
A certain intern. We'll leave it at that.
Oh, no, you're not going to.
How about we don't leave it at that?
What are you going to do? Call Pontius Pilate because of the jealousy?
You know, they were jealous of some other guy, too.
No, I am not, Colin.
That man's name.
No, I am not calling Pontius Pilate because he is dead. The Pontius Pilate
That would be impossible. He has died many years ago.
We'll get into the intern thing next time. We got to get into kosher sports because Colin's got to be on TV.
Colin's got to go, so we'll do it for him.
All right, here's intern David with kosher sports.
All right. Shalom, Goyim. I'm BD Dave, and welcome to the Kosher Sports Report. Now, before I start the report, if I must say, I want to say a hearty Yasher Koach to Rebbe Patrice O'Neill, who is joining my congregation today.
And he combs his hair over as if he's going bald like a Jew. But he has a full head of hair. Like
he's just preparing himself for the later years. Never too early to start the comb over.
Oh, my God.
All right, continue.
Finish Destroyer of the Universe.
Yeah. All right. The season is kaput for the Yankees. Those schmoes lost the whole Megillah. Joe Torre is so happy that he's doing the horror right now. He might even blow his shofar. In other baseball news...
Who's his chauffeur?
The shofar, Jimmy.
Oh.
It's a horn.
It's a horn that they blow on the
Rosh
high house.
Hashanah.
Yeah.
You see this kid shaking? Look at that right arm. He can't keep it still.
It's not fair. It's just that's the movement in hands makes me. He's always signing checks and contracts.
All right.
He's essential to the show effort.
All right.
Carpal tunnel from signing all those contracts.
All right. In other baseball news, the Red Sox beat the Indians last night in a game that was less exciting than a bris. The Red Sox better turn on the schmaltz if they want to get into first place.
Look at this Jew timing.
Go.
And speaking of the Red Sox, I'd like to take this opportunity to send a shout out to Kevin Youkilis, the only Jew on the Red Sox.
Oh.
Let's bring one home for the chosen people, blah, blah, blah.
Read it straight. You're making it a joke. Ruin it.
You ruined it. Colin's all disappointed.
Colin
You're
says-
putting on.
No, I'm not. But
This
the
is being
music-
a ham.
I don't want to produce the segment, but maybe that music could cut out. Horrible. Talk about the oversale. Jesus Christ.
We knew.
It's a sports
we get
report.
it. We get it. He's Jewish.
Jesus Christ. That's a destroying the business.
Now, in basketball news, Knicks player Stefan Marbury is rumored to be in trouble at next week's yeshiva training camp. Not only because he has the first name of a Yalda, but also because some washed-up Kanish thinks his game is Meshuggah and should be replaced. All Marbury cares about is getting his gelt anyway.
Anyway. This kid is amazing.
And in sports-related news, the OJ better start studying the Talmud because stealing is a sin. What part of thou shalt not don't you understand?
Schwarzer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oy vey, is he going to beat another trial? Now please everybody, let's all bow our heads and join me in a prayer so that Drek gets what's coming to him. Baruch.
Oh my God. His hand's shaking. He's going to be flying soon. Are you okay, buddy?
Oh,
poor
Asher
thing.
Kiddushanim. the Mitzvotov,
You just keep
Vitz Ivanu, O.J. Simpson.
Right.
God bless
You just keep going.
part? We didn't hear it.
Yeah, no one heard you
Okay, we're
because
gonna do
Patrice
it
was
again.
trying to make jokes.
Yeah, okay, well, we're gonna start. I can't stop.
And you should be making jokes, Patrice. The kids should have a little timing. All right, you got to back up a little bit to the prayer thing.
Okay, we're gonna do the whole joke again.
Oh, are we?
Yes.
All right.
Jeez.
In sports-related news, the OJ better start studying the Talmud because stealing is a sin. What part of thou shalt not don't you understand? Oy vey, is he going to beat another trial? Now, please, everyone, let's all bow our heads and join me in a prayer so that Drek gets what's coming to him. Baruch Atah Hashem Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Kiddushanu B'mitzvotav Vitz Ivanu O.J. Simpson.
I was kidding.
And that's today's Kosher Sports Report. I'm BD Dave, the too cool for the room Jew.
We just lost Ahmadinejad as a listener. But since he was in town.
Wouldn't it be great if he heard that on his way to the airport? I told you, the Zionists.
Zionists full of hate.
Colin's first time on TV in months, and now you're going to blow it because you had to stick around for this.
I'm glad I stuck around for it.
All right, Kosher Sports.
So what did you think, Colin?
Thanks,
What did you think of the report?
I think you were pushing it a little bit. I don't think the music should be cut out, and I think you were trying to think it was humorous instead of reading it as straight sports.
Yeah,
but it was still good.
You got to play the straight person there.
It's a straight sports announcement.
Yeah, there you go.
You kept like hitting it.
Yeah. You're like, cha-cha-cha-cha at the end of everything.
Right. I was trying to emphasize the Jewish word.
Yeah,
No,
you
but
could
you
be
don't have
subtle.
to.
There's subtlety to it.
Oh, okay.
Believe me, you don't have to emphasize being Jewish. You are like,
Not being Jewish, just the Jewish phrase.
well, exactly. You don't have to emphasize
Anthony,
anything
you didn't
Jewish.
understand.
Just the fact that you're like a straight-armed literal psychopath is very entertaining about you.
Straight arm.
You are a straight arm fool. His elbow doesn't bend. I saw that too, Jimmy.
No, he's so scared of giving the old Adolf that he just keeps his arms to his side.
No.
He can't even hail a cab.
Bye, Col.
All right,
Bye,
Colin.
Bye, Colin.
Colin's out. Intern Dave, you're out. Kosher Sports,
right.
thank you.
Thank you, David.
A lot of people want to see the video that you're starring in on YouTube. Intern Dave gets terrified on Opie and Anthony.
You'd all be dead now if it wasn't my David.